plastic trash can. When I was in college, my very first year, years ago, I went to college 12 hours away from where I was from, where my parents lived. I got really homesick. Then one day I got a little note in my mailbox saying, you have a package. You have to wait to go pick it up in the afternoon. I went, picked up this package, and I thought, oh, it's from my mom. It's going to be something great. What is it? And I opened it up, and there was this little, small, plastic trash can. Like it was a little replica of a trash can. Thought that, oh, thanks, Mom. So then I read the note, and she wrote me a note that said, these are some things I like about you. And in the trash can, there were 100, I think there's like 120 little pieces of paper on which my mom wrote things she liked about me. And for just a couple of weeks, every time she would walk around the house and she would think of something, she would write it in there and put it in the trash can. So then she told me, whenever you get homesick, pull one out. Now it's 20-something years later, and I still have that, and it still makes me laugh because I'll walk by and I'll dig down deep, and one of them might say, I remember this one, it says on it, you make very good fried chicken. She likes my fried chicken. But then another one might say, she said something, I appreciate the fact that you're friendly to people. Okay, but, so my mom showed me that she loved me by taking time, because she knew I was homesick, to write things down or doing something that would help me. Now you have things all the time. How do your parents, your brothers and sisters, your grandparents, your friends, what are ways they show you that they love you? We're going to take the time to write 3. It's a metaphor, so we're not going to use like or as. So in mine, love is a Dr. Seuss book, love is floor mats, and then love is a trash can. I want you to write 3 on your heart, and then in just a minute we're going to have you share one if you're willing. Okay?
Right now?
Yes, ma'am. Right now. Let's see if we can get 3 done. Shane? You may sharpen your pencil right there. Okay? So 3, it can be anything to you. How does your mom, your dad, someone else in your family, a friend, okay? Could be a coach, anyone that loves you. How do they show you? Think of even just this morning. I'm assuming you woke up, you had a house, and you got to have breakfast, you have clothes to wear. So this is how you know someone else loves you. Let's put these.
Did you have 2?
Yep. Yep. 2 more. Yes, ma'am. Nope, you don't have to rewrite love is. I put it on the front, and just the second half of your metaphor goes on the back. That's a good question. So to you, love is what? Okay, as soon as everyone has at least one, we'll hear a couple and then we'll move on and we can finish these during our independent work time if we need to. All right, who would be willing to share with us one of their metaphors? Okay, one person at this table. Who would be willing to share one? Okay, Reese?
I said love is taking trips because me and my family like taking a lot of trips.
Okay, love is taking trips. That's something that means something to you. Good. From here, Parker?
Love is bed.
Love is bed.
Because my parents should love me about giving me bed.
That's right. That's true. Okay, your parents, they work to provide things for you. Good. What?
Fights.
Fights. Oh, we may have to read the poem about that one. Oh, Disney World fights. What does that mean?
Like, I remember I went to Disney World, but my parents wanted to take me, and there were these 2 guys that got fired.
Okay, so you went on a trip and you built what? You built memories together. Okay, good. Over here, Vladimir.
Love is pancakes.
Love is pancakes. Now, if you didn't like pancakes, You may not have put that on that list, but evidently you do. So,
Choose the
love is pancakes. Okay, good. How about one at this table? All right, Luke?
Love is my dog. Because, like, if ever my dad is trying to like or something or something, my dog like jumps on him.
Okay. Love is your dog. They can cheer you up. Very good. Yes, sir.
Love is UNC.
Love is UNC. Hidayah.
Love is listening to music.
Love is listening, yes. Some sort of music, Matthew.
Love is trucks.
Love is trucks. Okay. Now, the poem we're going to read today is called The Highwayman. It is considered a narrative poem. Narrative poems have two sides to them. First of all, they're a poem, meaning they use poetic devices, figurative language. They have rhythm. This one also has rhyme, but it's considered a narrative poem because it's also like a short story. It's like a short story in the fact that it has a setting, which we want to see if we can pick that up. It has characters, and it has a plot. Okay, something's going to happen. Now, in this story, we have three main characters: Bess, Tim, and the Highwayman. And after we're finished reading the story, you are going to complete a character sketch of the three main characters. Now, a sketch is just an overview. Okay, we're not going to know everything about their lives, but there are three things that a good character sketch should contain. What the person looks like, if we get any of that from the story. What the person does, what are their actions? Because remember we talked about actions speak, and in this story we're going to see that there's more doing than there is speaking. And then the third thing we want to look for is what the person thinks or feels. That's where you have to kind of use your mind to kind of figure out, well, why did they do that? What made them do that? Devontae, did you have a question?
I can't draw.
Oh, good question. Is a sketch like an actual caricature sketch? Like you're going to draw, this is Bess? No. Okay, we are going to create an image of them through the words that we pick up in the poem. All right, so what do we need to know about this poem? First of all, it was written by Alfred Noyes when he was 26, and he wrote the poem as a ghost story. Okay? It has people in love in it, it has death, and it has ghosts in one poem. And what is a highwayman? This was written about the 1700s in England. What is a highwayman? He was a robber. They were thieves. Okay? The rich were rich and the poor were poor, and there was really no way at this time for the poor to gain money because land was wealth and they had to pay taxes. So the rich kept getting richer and the poor kept getting poorer. So the rich would travel along the roads, which were not like paved highways like we have now, and the highwaymen would hide, and then when a rich person's carriage came by, they would attack, steal the money. Some of the highwaymen would share the money with nearby towns, and so it kind of, we got legends like Robin Hood taking, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. All right, so we see a highwayman in this story. Now, what is our general feeling about someone who is a thief? Good, warm, fuzzy feelings?
No
Okay?
bad.
No, yeah. Stealing is wrong, okay? So we generally don't like a thief. So here the author writes a poem about people in love, and our main character is a thief. Okay, so we're going to read about him. Yes, sir? Oh, we're going to get to that in just a second. The first time we read it through, I'm going to read it out loud because I want you to listen to the poem. You can follow along, but I want you to specifically listen to what it says. And then when we get to the character sketch, you'll have the opportunity to read it. All right, here we go. Let's see. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight over the purple moor, and the highwayman came riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. He'd a French cocked hat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin, a coat of the claret velvet, and breeches of brown doeskin. They fitted with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to the thigh, and he rode like a jeweled twinkle. His pistol butts a twinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle, under the jeweled sky. What do we know about this thief? Raise your hand. What do we know about this thief, just by the author describing the way he's dressed. Jane?
Twinkles in my
Okay, what does he have that twinkles? He's got a little